Hi there, in this demonstration I'm going to be showing you how to install Windows Server 2022 in a task sequence. So first we're going to install an existing image package. I'm going to name it Windows Server Database Deployment. The boot image is going to be right here. The image package will be right here, Windows Server Data Center, desktop experience, so that we have the GUI. Since it's a VM, we're not going to use BitLocker since that wouldn't work. Next, configuring the network. It's going to be a domain. In here, we're going to browse, which is that's when we're going to join. And then it's going to be IFT 380 right there. The account, we're going to find myself on here. Find, and then I'm going to set a password. We're just going to name it password. There we go. Next, just leave that right there, the same. Everything can stay the same here. Just not going to have them install any software updates. And then we're going to leave this blank as well. Which this is what would happen if we created it. I've already made this as well, so we're just going to close this. Yes. And then if I were to deploy it, here are the steps I would take. Oh, it's already deployed. Here's everything to show that it's deployed. I've got this as well. And then just the here's the it deployed on the Software Center.
Hi guys, my name is Abdullah. Today I'm trying to present for my group project presentation. So this is this screenshot shows the first screenshot that I'm starting in a configuration manager console. Here is the software library and where the task sequence and operating system deployed package are created. So on the second screenshot, so first I confirmed that the Windows Server 2022 upgrade package and existat is successfully distributed on a distribution point. And the third screenshot shows create task sequence wizard. Next that I created a new task sequence and choose the option upgrade an operating system from an upgrade package. So I named it Team Mischief Managed Upgrade to Windows Server 2022. On the second screenshot, the wizard package shows that do not install any software and do not install any driver selected. In the wizard, I selected our Server 2022 package and skipped updated and driver for this lab and confirmed the configuration manager client package. So this is a completed create task sequence wizard. So after I completed the software wizard, then I right click on it and edit it and read for the check. So I opened the task and sequence editor and added a check and readiness step before the upgrade and to verify 64-byte system, 2 GB RAM and 20 GB free spaces. So we can check every step that we went to upgrade on each topic. So finally on deployed and verified. So on the deployed sequence, like a software steps. So I install and I make it available for my team, my teams. So now this is the completed deploy software wizard software. Then finally I distributed the content and deployed. It is available to our team collection team, Mischief managed. So as you see here in the software center on the bottom, then the upgrade now appear and is ready to installation. Thank you for listening.
Hello, this is Jesse Nathong from Team Mischief Manage. In this portion of the presentation, I will show you how I created a standalone media for our Windows Server 2022 operating system deployment. I begin by opening Microsoft Configuration Manager and then make my way to Software Library section. From there, I open up Task Sequences, find our Fall Semester collection, and then our Team's collection folder. I then select the Create Task Sequence Media option to open up the Task Sequence Media wizard. After the Task Sequence Media wizard opens, I select Standalone Media to create media used to deploy operating systems without network access and hit Next. In the next section, I specify the media type, the media size, save name, save path, staging folder, and media label. I then move on to the next security section. I can specify a password to protect task sequence media. We went without one for lab purposes. In this next section, we select the task sequence. I chose the Windows Server 2022 deployment created by a group member that's located in our team folder. I then move on to the next section where I can select additional application content to add. I did not. And so forth into the next section. I can select package content to add. I did not as well. In the following section, we can select driver package content to add. I did not. After the optional areas, we get to distribution points, where I select the distribution point for the media. In the customization section, we are able to customize the task sequence media with things such as pre-start commands. I did not. As we get near the end, I confirm the settings to make sure things look right before I create the media. If the settings look correct, I go ahead and create the media, let the process finish, and wait for the completion screen. After we finish with the task sequence media wizard, I double check that the file was created. I make my way to the save destination folder and see it is there. It was successful.
Hello, I'm Chris Scott. I am going through the presentation for the bootable media portion of Group Lab 4. So the first thing you want to do is create a folder to save the output file, the ISO file. So once you've done that, you will come into Configuration Manager, Software Library, Operating Systems, Task Sequences, Create Task, Sequence Media. So we start there. It's going to open up. You're going to select bootable media. Checking this box allows it to deploy the operating system without the users having to input anything. Dynamic media, it will connect to the correct management point based on the client's location on the network. You're going to select CD DVD set because we're just not using USB. Here's where you will put in the path for the file to save. And then we'll just do ISO files. That's where that is. This is temporary space in case you need it, but we don't. And these we can leave as they are. We don't want to use the password because it doesn't really matter in this lab. And then down here is where you will select the certificate. and get the password. Insert. Yes. Browse, you're going to pick the boot image and management point and the distribution point. Next, and then so this you can customize the task sequence, but I'm piggybacking off of the task sequence that my teammate made. So I leave that alone. And then here's the summary. If I click next, it'll go through actually creating it, but I've already done it 3 times. So here we can see them done again. These 3 right here.